Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome to Renee Box Young. We're doing it live. You know how I do it, man. Flash live out of nowhere. No, you know what I'm saying? No announcements, no pre-scheduling. You know what I mean? That's why I call them flash lives, all right? Just let you know, you know what I'm saying? Any new listeners, anybody who, recent subscribers, just in case you don't know, flash lives are lives that are where I just go out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying? Just like a lightning, boom, out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just felt like going live because I got some things to talk about, man. Several things and developments, current developments in the sport of boxing, you know what I mean? Interesting things, you know what I'm saying? And so I want to talk about it today, you know what I'm saying? I hope everybody's doing great, I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, sharing, showing your support, tuning into the lives, comments in the comment sections of the videos, etc., you know what I mean? Subscribers since day one, recent subscribers, I really appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are awesome. It's just so much fun going live. And, just as a general, introduction or whatever, right? Or summary or I don't know, right? Update or whatever. I usually, when I do some lives with guests, as you guys know, I have been doing lives with guests, and I usually post a notification. Like I schedule it a few days before. You know what I'm saying? I schedule that. Bruce Goes, what's going on, family? What's going on, my guy? Bruce Goes, what's going on, bro? I usually announce it or whatever, or schedule it or whatever, right, on my channel. But when it comes to these lives, I don't really announce them. I just go out of nowhere, man. I just go live out of nowhere and get it on, man. Definitely. So, I reiterate, I hope you guys are doing great. You know what I'm saying? I hope everyone's doing well today. It's March already, and I like to sometimes, talk about the date. You know what I mean? March, it's just time is flying by. Big Lake Show is in the building. What's going on, family? What is good? Hey, can you guys let me know if you hear the music? If you hear the music in the background, if it's not too loud, okay? I try to put the music in the background so y'all can just, groove to it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, because this is on a different platform. This is on a different platform where I'm going live. So, so just trying to do something new, you know what I'm saying? So you can groove to the music, man. Just relax, kick back, and just tune in, you know what I'm saying? So definitely, like I said, several things I want to talk about, a couple things at least, you know what I mean, when it comes to what's going on with a couple fighters, and I kind of referenced a few days ago on what I want to talk about today, all right, as far as in this session, you know what I mean? I want to talk about something that is it's quite new, and it's something interesting that I want to talk about today, okay? Oh, Big Lake Show, you're sleeping sometimes when I go live. It's all good, family. Don't even worry about it, man. I feel you, man. Hey, you're always supporting, man. You're constantly jumping in the videos and stuff in the comment sections and stuff. So it's all good, Big Lake Show, man. Hey, thanks so much for jumping in, bro. DT's in the building. What's going on, DT? Oh, you don't hear any music, Bruce Goes? All right, it's all good, man. It's no big deal. DT, thanks so much for jumping in, Big Lake Show. It's a little low. Oh, it's a little low, the music? Yeah, Big Lake Show. Let me turn it up just a little bit, man. Just let me know. Big Lake Show. Yeah, it's pretty low. Yeah. Okay, let me turn it up just a little bit more. Okay, let me know if you guys hear it. And there, I just turned it up a little bit. Okay, I just turned it up a little bit more just so you can hear it. It's just like it's like a nice groove. You know what I'm saying? A nice beat in the background. Yeah, Bruce can't hear it. I don't know. So yeah, so it is what it is. Whatever, it's no big deal. So yeah, like I said, I made a video some time ago, recently, like last week. I don't know. I'm not the best with time, you know what I'm saying? But I made a video recently about Tyson Fury, right? And let's just jump right into it, okay? So, because Tyson, you hear it more? Okay, Big Lake Show. That cool. Yeah, Bruce Goes, I think there's an issue with your headphones or whatever. It's no good, no big deal, man. Yeah, you hear it more, Big Lake Show? Cool. Yeah, so I just want to make sure that the music doesn't overlap my vocals, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, good now, Bruce? Cool. Yeah, cool. Just a little music so you can groove to, you know what I'm saying? Have a little, like, relaxing atmosphere, you know what I'm saying? That's why I kind of want to put the music in there. Oh, freestyle at the end? Hey, Big Lake Show, that's funny. I don't freestyle, man. I'm not good at that stuff. So, you made me laugh there, bro. So the thing here is that I want to talk about is Tyson Fury, all right? And I recently talked about Tyson Fury, made a video about it, posted in Twitter or whatever. several things he has said in interviews or whatever platforms. Chen Smoke is in the building. What's going on, Chen Smoke? You guys are awesome, man. Thank you guys so much for jumping in. Y'all are jumping in. Thank you guys so much, man. You know, and I was talking about Tyson Fury on some things he said, right? You know, saying so many things in all these interviews or whatever platforms he's doing the interviews on, and I did a video on that. Y'all check it out. It's my most recent video on Tyson Fury, right? You can check it out what I broke down there. But what I did mention in that video, one of the things I talked about was him talking about he just wants to fight twice this year, okay? There's a new twist to this I want to show you. I want to share with you guys, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, everyone who's jumping in, I thank you guys so much. Soccer Training Club's in the building. What's going on? Soccer Training Club. Underrated Darkness is also in the building. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for jumping in, man. I hope you guys are, you know, doing great today, man. Thank you guys so much. And I want to talk about some developments in the sport with Tyson Fury, okay? Excuse me. So, hey, G5's in the building too, man. That's what I'm talking about. G5's in the building. You need that plow, okay? So Tyson, oh, Burikwa, I see you, man. I see you, Burikwa. Thank you guys so much for jumping in. You guys are awesome, man. Y'all jumping in this. Y'all are jumping in this mother jive. So Tyson Fury, he talked about he wants to fight twice this year, and now he doesn't even care who wants to fight, okay? But check this out, ladies and gentlemen. This is some big news. Check this out. There are talks possibly Otto Wallin rematch. Yeah. Oh no, ladies and gentlemen, say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Wallin's coming out saying he'll rematch Tyson Fury. Oh my gosh, sometimes you just, you know, it's like, what? Are you serious? Money in the Ghetto is in the building, man. What's up, Money in the Ghetto? What's good, family? I hope you guys are doing great, man. Once again, I really appreciate you guys for jumping in. And that's the new twist to this whole Tyson Fury right now. And I reiterate, man, I gotta say something. I gotta make this clear. I don't really talk about Tyson Fury much, man, because he's not even active anymore. So, you know, last time he fought was with Wilder, right? And that was a long time ago. So I don't really talk about him, okay? And the only reason why I'm talking about him, okay, is for this. I mean, he might be fighting soon. I mean, he has to fight soon. Okay, he's already getting frustrated. He's talking about, you know, he wants to fight 2 fights. He doesn't even care if it's with Anthony Joshua or not anymore. Because of the stupid nonsense of them going back and forth all day, every day, you know what I'm saying, on social media. And then Anthony Joshua just came out and said, I want the smoke now. Oh, I want the smoke with Tyson Fury. Now, just shush. Just shut up, guys. You see what I'm saying? These fighters, I just posted a video yesterday. What was the video? I think it was, yeah, with Lomachenko, about Lomachenko and, you know, Devin Haney going back and forth. And what, you know, I was emphasizing the fact, or what Lomachenko recently said on Twitter, that he said he doesn't want a Twitter fight. You know what I'm saying? And then I was delving into how Ryan Garcia and some of these fighters out there are just going back and forth a little bit too much on social media. You know, interviews, saying a world of things, and they're not really doing anything of what they're saying, or just a little bit of what they're saying. You know, same thing with Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. You know, and Tyson Fury is getting to the point where, you know what, he doesn't even care anymore. He just wants to fight twice this year. And now Otto Wallin is coming out and saying, I'll be your Huckleberry. A rematch? No one wants to see that, man. You see what I'm saying? That's what I want to get at here. That's what I want to get at. That's one of the news developments I want to talk about. That, you know, Otto Wallin's coming out saying that, if I'm not mistaken, that's Wallin, saying he'll come out and rematch Tyson Fury. I think we can care less about that fight. I think a lot of people, or the boxing community, can care less about that fight. And it's just, you know, and things are getting closer to what I've been saying about Tyson Fury. Things are getting more, you know, tangible to what I've been saying, I repeat, about Tyson Fury. That Tyson Fury, you guys, we can forget the trilogy. I think he's just going to fight twice, because he's saying that he wants to fight twice this year. And I think he's going to retire soon, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He hasn't defended any titles in his career. He hasn't defended any of them, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, he's just up and down and all around, Tyson Fury. So isn't that weird that, you know, Tyson, I understand Otto Wallin wants to get a check. You know, obviously he wants to rematch Tyson Fury because of a check. He's not going to beat him. I mean, didn't Otto Wallin just fight Brazil? Was that the fight he just fought? Otto Wallin, or was it Schwartz? I get those two guys like synonymous to me. Those two guys are like synonymous to me, Wallin and Schwartz, man. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, Wallin just fought Brazil, right? And, you know, Wallin coming out saying that, you know, answering Tyson Fury, that when Tyson Fury said that he wants to fight twice this year, Otto Wallin is talking about rematching Fury. I reiterate, who cares about that fight, man? I don't want to see it. You know, we know the names that we want to see fight against Tyson Fury. And unfortunately, it's probably not even going to happen. Look. You know, that's what I love about, you know, going live, man. I don't even have notes. I don't take notes. I don't write down bullet points. It's just off the top of the head because I have them in my mind. You know what I'm saying? So look. This is all coming to closer to what I've been saying, okay? I posted a video some time ago. It was months ago, if I'm not mistaken. And on the thumbnail, I remember it clearly. On the thumbnail, it's with Anthony Joshua with the boss sweater, with the big boss sweater, okay? And I explained in that video that we're most likely not gonna see Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury next. And that was months ago I said this. You see what I'm saying? Because it's just a bunch of that's why I made a video some time ago too saying don't believe the hype. It's a bunch of nonsense and hype with these guys going back and forth, going on interviews, going on social media, and now Anthony Joshua saying recently, I want the smoke now with Tyson Fury. Just shut up, man. These guys just going back and forth way too much. Bunch of nonsense. And Tyson Fury, I reiterate, is getting frustrated about it, you know, and he said, you know, I just want to fight twice. I don't care who it is with. You know what I'm saying? And Wallin answering that, saying, I'll rematch him. Who cares about that? You see what I'm saying? And it's getting closer to what I've been saying, that most likely, I'm not saying it isn't going to happen, but most likely, Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury is not going to happen next. It's getting closer to what I've been saying. It's getting closer to what I've been saying since months ago. You see what I'm saying? Isn't that lame? You know, isn't that lame if they were to rematch? I'm not saying it's going to happen as far as, you know, Wallin and Tyson Fury rematch, but Wallin's coming out saying, I'll rematch him. And it seems like Tyson Fury is to the point where he doesn't even care. He just wants to get his 2 fights out of the way, out of the bag, and most likely retire. Mark my words, man. And I'm gonna go out there and say it. I feel and I kind of see the way things are going. You know what I'm saying? That Tyson Fury, and I remember mentioning this some time ago. On shouts out to our guy Blue Blood, man. Blue Blood family right there. You know what I'm saying? I remember he invited me some time ago, months ago, and we were talking about this. I don't remember if it was months ago or I don't remember when it was, but it was some time ago. And the question was, you know, to the panel, to the around the lines of like Tyson Fury, if we're gonna see, you know, what do you think about Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder trilogy, something along those lines. And I said, you know what, I don't even think it's gonna happen. And I even think that, you know, Fury's not gonna, you know, he's just weird all around, and I think he's gonna retire soon, man. I've been saying that for a while, okay? So I see that, man. I see that Tyson Fury's gonna get these 2 fights out of the way, and he's gonna go and retire. I kind of see that happening with Tyson Fury. You see what I'm saying? So Tyson Fury, just do what the heck you gotta do and get out of here, because he's just, you know, I don't have too much focus on him anymore. And why am I talking about this? Because I feel he's gonna fight soon. I'm not saying here I'm a prophet or whatever the heck, right? But I'm not a seer or something like that. But, you know, why? Because he hasn't fought in a long time, and he wants to fight now. And that's why I'm talking about it, because that's the current development that I see. I'm sure he's going to fight soon, but I don't think it's going to be against Anthony Joshua. And if it's going to be a Wallin rematch, that's lame. That's lame. Okay. I can care less about that. I don't know what you guys think about that, but it's interesting, isn't it? And I want to get to the next point of news, okay? So I just wanted to cover that, and we're going to get to something else right now. So let me get to the chat real quick, man. So you guys are awesome. Bruce Go says here, I think this is the way boxing is headed. Keyboard wars instead of fights in the ring. I repeat though, PGH, what's up? Family's in the building, man. What's going on? I repeat, man. Great thing, you know, we're gonna see Clarissa Shields this weekend, man. That's awesome. I mean, you know, there's some great fights out there, man. And hey, Ortiz versus Ortiz is gonna fight soon. What's the dude's name? I forgot. I can't believe I forgot his name, man. Ortiz is gonna fight soon. This guy at 147, he's gonna move up to 147. What's his name, man? Can somebody remember his name? I forget names sometimes. So many names out there. You know, we got some great fights coming up. Great fights. You know what I'm saying? And I've been talking about it. I'm not pessimistic with the sport of boxing, but I do talk about some things that, you know, that are going on. I talk about everything in the sport of boxing, you know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely optimistic in what's going on in the sport of boxing. We've been saying great fights. I've been saying it time and time again. I've been saying it, you know what I mean? I've said this since last year, towards the end of last year. I said, you know what? I feel we're going to see some great fights. And this was before all the great fights were being announced. This was before all these great fights came out at the last quarter and towards the last quarter of last year. You know, I was saying, you know what? I'm optimistic about the sport. I think we're going to see some great matchups. And we have been seeing great matchups in sport boxing. We can't deny that. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely excited. Thank you, Chen Smoke, Maurice Hooker. Man, these names, too many freaking names in the sport of boxing, which is amazing, which is the beautiful thing, because there's so many things, you know, so many fighters out there, so many matchups. Now, obviously, at the same time, there are fights we want to see that aren't happening, but at the same time, they're great fights. We got Maurice Hooker and Ortiz also, amongst all these other fights that we're going to see. Should I repeat them? You know what I'm saying? We're going to see, Clarissa Shields. She's going to fight this Claire. I think her name's Claire. Maria something Claire, right? In a pay-per-view event. You know, I wish the best for Clarissa Shields. She's winging it, you know what I'm saying? Because unfortunately, check this out, fam. Unfortunately, these freaking networks don't want to help out Clarissa Shields and headlining an event. You know what I'm saying? That's sad. That is super sad, man. That sucks. You see what I'm saying? At the same time, that sucks. Because even though she's fighting this weekend, it's awesome. You know what I'm saying? That's another great fight we're going to see with Claire. I think, Clarissa Shields going to show up and show out, stylistically speaking. I'm thinking later this week, I'm going to post a video breaking down that fight. But why am I saying this? Because we got great fights. Ladies and gentlemen, I ain't complaining, you know what I'm saying? We got Chris, thank you, Bruce. Chris Arreola to Andy Ruiz, that's going to be another fight. Yeah, I mean, there are lots of fights out there, ladies and gentlemen. Great fights out there. But at the same time, there are things that suck in the sport of boxing. And I speak about it. I speak about everything, you know what I'm saying? So I'm optimistic, I'm optimistic with what's going on in the sport of boxing, man. We got great fights out there. And, but yeah, so that's some news that came out recently. Wallin wants to have a rematch with Fury, and Fury is to the point where he's like, he doesn't even care who he fights next. He just wants to fight 2 fights this year. And Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury is most likely not going to happen. And it's confirming what I've been saying for months. And most likely we're probably going to see Tyson Fury fight Wallin, which is a senseless, foolish fight. I can care less about that. I don't know what you guys think about that, but it looks like that's what is happening. It looks like that's what's happening. You know what I'm saying? PJ says here, I'm going to read what you guys say here in the comments. I hope you are right, but I'm not real excited about any of the... I feel you, bro, but man, why though, PGH? That's the question, bro. Why? Because there's some good fights, bro. There's some decent fights out there. There's some great fights out there that's going on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there are some good fights out there, my humble opinion, but I feel, I know what you're saying. I feel what you're saying, man. I feel what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? There are several fights out there that now, speaking of this, you see, this is why I'm excited though, because speaking of this, Smith versus Vlasov. Oh, that's another one. Okay, look, another name. You know what I'm saying? We got Frampton versus Herring. That's rescheduled. I know, quote unquote, Frampton's hand got hurt. Okay, I don't know about that allegation. I don't know about that whole. I don't know why I was gonna call it allegation, but I don't know about that whole thing. Frampton coming out saying he got his hand, he hurt his hand. I don't know. That's fishy to me, man. That's fishy to me. That's another great fight, though. Herring versus Frampton. That's gonna be soon too. They rescheduled it. It's gonna be soon. That's great, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but I feel you, PGH. I feel you. If you're not excited about these fights, I feel you, bro. But they're good fights, though, bro. They're good fights, man. You know what I'm saying? They're good fights. You know what I'm saying? That's just, I think that they're great fights that we're talking about here, So, Bruce Go says here, I hope Arreola doesn't get hurt. Yeah, but I think it's a good, at least for Andy Ruiz coming back, you know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be good for the fact that we're going to see how Andy Ruiz is. You know what I'm saying? He's been training. Check this out, guys. You already know. He's been training under Eddie Reynoso. You know what I'm saying? He's been training under Eddie Reynoso. So I think it's going to be interesting to see Andy Ruiz come back. You know what I'm saying? And I hope he does something different. I hope he does something nice. You know what I'm saying? I hope we see renewed, refreshed, you know what I'm saying, new Andy Ruiz. You know what I'm saying? I hope you guys can see the chat box now. I'm kind of fiddling with it here, so I think you guys can see that. Like I said, I'm in a new, different platform I'm using, and I used it for the first time on like last Saturday, I think, or something like that. So I got the chat box up there, so hopefully you guys can see it. Hopefully you guys can see it, but I'm kind of fiddling it and just working with it. Just bear with me with the chat box there, guys. So I repeat, you guys. So we have a Smith versus Vlasov, okay? That's another fight that we're going to be seeing soon. And Joe Smith, guys, he's a worthy opponent. He's a game fighter, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be on April 10th. It's rescheduled for April 10th, okay? So that's going to be a good fight, you know what I'm saying? I think that, Joe Smith versus Vlasov, we were talking about it a little bit in the buildup of it. It's 170 pounder if I'm not mistaken. He's at 175. Light heavyweight. They're gonna be fighting. And I remember at the buildup of that fight, Joe Smith versus Vlasov, we were talking about it. You know, went live about it, but then it got postponed. I forgot what the heck why it got postponed. I think it was because of COVID. I think Vlasov, Joe Smith's opponent, got COVID or something like that, man. You know, COVID just canceling and rescheduling fights, man, unfortunately. But so that's going to be in April. So, you know, there are lots of fights out there, man. Lots of fights. That's another new thing I want to talk about. You know, so it was rescheduled. I repeat, Joe Smith versus Vlasov. I think some Russian fighter. He's a pretty good, I mean, he's a pretty competitive opponent. He's a competitive opponent for Joe Smith. It's gonna serve for a great, exciting fight. Okay, and that's another thing I wanted to talk about. You know, so it's rescheduled for April 10th. So that's soon. It's around the corner. So that's another great fight we're gonna see, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool. Got some fights. You know what I'm saying? Got some fights in the works. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be great stuff, man. So that's something else I wanted to cover. And this is another thing I want to cover, you guys. I want to hear your opinions on this. It's an update concerning Teofimo Lopez, okay? He was just on an interview recently on an interview saying that he's going to be a free agent soon. Can you believe that? He's going to be a free agent soon, man. Teofimo Lopez is planning on leaving Top Rank soon, man. I don't know how we talked about it, you know what I mean, some time ago. We talked about that recently on a recent live I went on, you know, last Saturday, I think it was. And I think it's not going to be so easy for Teofimo to leave Top Rank, okay? I don't think it's going to be that easy. I think it was on, what's that girl's name? Some lady who does boxing and covers boxing or something. What's her name? Michelle Phelps or something like that. Shouts out to her, you know what I'm saying? Michelle Phelps. She was interviewing, you know, Teofimo Lopez. And Teofimo, I repeat, he said he's going to be a free agent soon, man. I don't know how he's going to do that. But, hey, if he's going to be a free agent soon, more power to Teofimo Lopez. More power to him. ASAP Sam, what's going on, family? ASAP Sam's in the building. What's going on? Yeah, it's pay-per-view ASAP Sam. Okay, let me get back to that before we get to, because, you know, ASAP Sam asking is it's going to be pay-per-view. Yeah, Claressa Shields versus, I think her opponent's name is Claire. Okay, Marie Claire or something like that. It's going to be pay-per-view. And, you know, I wish the best for Claressa Shields. And let me get back to that real quick, okay? Let me get back to that real quick because I like to go off what you guys say in the chat. So she's going for the gusto, man, and it's a risk though. This is a risk for Claressa Shields. I repeat, man, because these networks, you know, she came out recently. I made a video about it. You know, she went live on Instagram talking about that. You know, these networks don't want to showcase Claressa Shields. They don't want to. You see what I'm saying? They don't want to showcase her on any events she talked about. And I think that's sad, man. It's lame. It's sad, man. Claressa Shields is a great fighter. She's an amazing fighter. And her accomplishments, man, are great. Great accomplishments, amazing accomplishments. You know, her accolades in the sport of boxing. And the networks don't want to help her out, man. That sucks, man. That sucks. Man, that I don't know. I don't have any words, man. And that's why, you see what I'm saying? ASAP Sam, just to exhaustify the answer to the question. That's why she's taking a risk. Her and her promoter, if I'm not mistaken, her promoter, I forgot his name. He's a former fighter, I don't know. But Claressa Shields' promoter is taking a risk, and I think he's the one that's launching this event, you know, and he's investing in this risk of, you know, Claressa Shields versus Claire going pay-per-view. She definitely needs the support, you guys. And Claressa Shields, you know, in this fight this Saturday, deserves the support. Okay, I'm glad that you mentioned that, ASAP Sam, asking that, because it helps me go back. It helps me go back to emphasize Claressa Shields in this event. Okay, I think it's, and I've said it time and time again, ladies and gentlemen. I posted a video some time ago talking about, you know, Breakus versus, or the other way around, however order you want to put it, right? McCaskill versus Breakus rematch for undisputed welterweight champ. You know, McCaskill beat Breakus you know, in their first fight and got the titles as undisputed champ, you know, at 147 welterweight. Unfortunately, woman boxing, I think it doesn't have the limelight that it deserves. Okay, it doesn't have the limelight that it deserves, and they should be in big events. They should be in big events. You know, it would have been, I guess, I know it's controversial, but I think it would have been nice at least to put, you know, one of these fighters on maybe in a big event like a Canelo event or something. I don't know. I know the last one was man, Canelo's getting so much heat right now. I'm not laughing at him. I'm just, you know, it's just kind of funny. You know, he's getting so much heat with this whole Yildirim fight, man. But I don't know why people are so, you know, uproaring about it, about the Canelo event, because against Yildirim, because we knew it was going to happen. We were all laughing at the matchup months before when it was announced anyway. So, you know, it is what it is. But why am I saying this? Because women boxers deserve that kind of limelight. That's what I'm trying to say here. Whether it be Canelo, whether it be whoever the heck, right? Whatever event it is, they deserve that kind of limelight. They deserve those fireworks. They deserve, you know, women fighters like Claressa Shields, these warriors, you know, Brækhus, you know, McCaskill, Serranos, you know, Amanda Serrano, you know, they, you know, and all those other names out there. Hart, no, I'm mixing it with BKFC, but these women fighters, you know what I'm saying, they deserve that limelight. And Claressa Shields is going to be pay-per-view this Saturday. She deserves the support. That's what I'm trying to say here, guys. She deserves the support. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much for clarifying the name, bro. Like I said, the names, I'm bad with names sometimes. And like I said, I don't write the stuff down. I just go off. So yeah, Big Lake Show. Marie Eve Dicaire. I don't know how you pronounce that, man. I'm horrible at pronouncing names. I say it time and time again on platform. Just to let you guys know, I'm not the best with names. So yeah, she's gonna fight Marie Eve Dicaire. If I'm not mistaken, Dicaire is undefeated. You know, stylistically though, like I said, I want to break that down later this week. I hope I have the time. I should be able to break down the, you know, final thoughts video, whatever, between Claressa Shields and Marie Dicaire. Thanks so much, Big Lake Show, for clarifying the name. So, and it's gonna be pay-per-view. So her promoter is, you know, they're making a risk. They're going out there and risking it, throwing it in pay-per-view. Maybe some people disagree with that event being pay-per-view. But what else? You know, this is the thing here. This is the thing here with Claressa Shields. I mean, I think it's great that she's doing this because these networks aren't helping her out, man. They're not supporting her in this fight. And it sucks. You know, I got to repeat that. It sucks, man. They're not helping out Claressa Shields, and they don't want to showcase her fight against Dicaire, or however it's pronounced. Marie Dicaire, Eve Dicaire. Sorry about the pronunciation, okay? So she's going out and winging it, man, with her promoter. And she deserves the support. That's what I want to say here. You know, I want to conclude that and just emphasize that point that she deserves the support, ladies and gentlemen. Claressa Shields deserves the support. Maybe some people are out there saying, pay-per-view, why? You know, Claressa Shields, why pay-per-view? Why is she doing this? You know what I'm saying? She deserves it, man. I mean, hey, let's get things straight here. Canelo versus Yildirim was freaking pay-per-view, you guys. Do you guys think that deserved pay-per-view? Of course not. Of course not. That wasn't deserving of pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the numbers were. I even heard, you know, the Canelo Yildirim fight. If I'm not mistaken, Jermell Charlo, right? People were talking about it. Jermell Charlo, you know, came out. He went to the fight, if I'm not mistaken, or something, and said that the stadium wasn't really live. It wasn't filled or something. I don't know. But why am I saying this? Because I'm just wondering what the numbers were for pay-per-view. I'm wondering how many people bought and purchased the pay-per-view for Canelo versus Yildirim. I'm wondering, and I'm wondering if the numbers are going to come out. I'm not sitting here saying, oh, they're going to do horrible numbers, or I don't know. But why am I saying this? Because if people came out and paid for Canelo versus Yildirim, man, people better come out and pay for Claressa Shields versus Marie Dicaire. I'm sorry, man, pronunciation bad. Marie Eve. I'm just gonna call her Marie Eve. Okay, I'm horrible with names. Sorry. Marie Eve Dicaire. Okay. We you know, she has to be supported. We have to support Clarissa Shields in this fight, man. You know what I'm saying? Boxing community in general. If people, I repeat, if people paid for freaking, you know, Canelo versus Yildirim pay-per-view, man, how much more deserving is Clarissa Shields, you know, and getting support in this pay-per-view event? You know, Clarissa Shields, man, I had to take time out and talk about this. You know, she definitely deserves the support. I just got some news, family. Oof. I just got some news, man. Isn't it interesting how sometimes, man, family just sends me news when I'm going live? It's just awesome. Family, May 22nd, we got the date, Taylor versus Ramirez. If I'm not mistaken, there wasn't a date, okay? If I'm not mistaken, the date was early May, okay? The date between Taylor versus Ramirez was early May, okay? So now it's May 22nd, okay? Repeat. Josh Taylor versus Jose Ramirez for Undisputed at 140 is May 22nd. Mark it on your calendars. Thank you so much. Excuse me. Thank you so much, L-Dub. L-Dub is family, bro. L-Dub always throwing that, you know, sending that, you know, breaking news, man. Sending that information, you know, updated information. He just sent me it, DM'd me it. Thank you so much, L-Dub. Family, man. Thank you so much. So, May 22nd, I repeat, Josh Taylor versus Jose Ramirez. Heck yeah. You see what I'm saying? Another great fight. That's what I'm saying, man. Fights are coming up. You know what I'm saying? This is great stuff. Let me get to the chat real quick. Big Lake Show says here, I'm sorry, man. I'm trying to fix the chat screen here on the screen for you guys. It looks like just one. Can you guys confirm to me there, here on the chat screen there? Can you guys see? Is it just one chat coming up? I want to have the chain of several chats, comments there, but it looks like just one is popping up, but whatever, and it disappears. I'm not sure about that. So anyways, so we got here, let me get to the chat real quick. Okay, say Big Lake Show says here, I don't like Tio said about Wilder, but good for him if true. Yeah, bro, Big Lake Show, Teofimo coming out saying that to Wilder some time ago. You see, that's what I'm saying, Big Lake Show, and everybody here, you know, sometimes these guys, you know, I've said it time and time again, sometimes these fighters they have their freaking faces too much in front of the cameras, man. And these promoters too. These guys got their faces in front of cameras too freaking much, man. Too much talking, and it's better that they talk less, you know what I'm saying? Big Lake Show, I agree with you. Big Lake Show, I definitely agree with you that what he said about Wilder was... I don't know why he said that, calling him you know what, Tio calling Wilder that. Yeah, that wasn't a good idea to do that. And that's the thing, you know, these fighters come out and say things, you can't erase what is said nowadays because social media, man, you can't escape. we can't escape what we say. You know what I'm saying? We cannot escape if we post something and we erase it later. Somebody took a screenshot of that thing. You know what I'm saying? Somebody saved it. You know what I'm saying? Bruce Goes continues to say here, with the help of Trilla, Tio could buy out. That's, you know, I mentioned that some time ago. I mentioned that in my last Flash Live, if I'm not mistaken, Bruce Goes. Interesting you point that out. It says here, with the help of Trilla, Tio could buy out his contract. And Trilla has HBO money behind them. That's a good point, Bruce Goes. So getting back to that, that Tio is talking about, I reiterate, let me repeat that, and it's fresh news. Teofimo came out recently on an interview, said that soon he's going to be a free agent. Okay? Soon that he's going to... Now, let me repeat what I was saying, just to freshen your memories, our memories. On my last live session, Flash Live, I was talking about, you know, with this whole thing with Teofimo and Trilla. I think it's not going to be easy, but because why? Because Bob's a lawyer. And Bob has, you know, he has people behind him when it comes to contractual, you know, implications. And he knows very well what the heck, how to maneuver and how to work with contracts. So, I don't know, man. And because Tio has 3 more years with Top Rank, according to the contract. So, one moment, you guys. Hold on, okay? All right, cool. So according to the contract, man, he has 3 more freaking years. So you think it's going to be cheap for Teofimo to buy out of it? It's not going to be cheap, man. It's not going to be cheap. And you know what, you guys? I mean, because of the era that we're living in, we're gonna see the numbers. I'm sure we're gonna see how much it's gonna take for him to buy out of it. So it's gonna be really interesting to see this whole thing evolve. And look, for T.O. to come out and say this already, he's already saying, man, that he's already coming out on interviews. I don't think that's a good idea to do that, you guys. You see, that's another thing here. Just like what Big Lake Show said, you know, I think it was stupid. Okay, I'm just going to come out and say it. I think it was stupid. I think it was foolish to call Deontay Wilder what he called him. You know, you already know I keep it clean here. But you guys already know what Teofimo called Wilder months ago. That was pretty stupid of him to do that. And he came out after that and backtracked. Oh, you know, what I really meant was... No. What you really meant was what you said, bro. You see what I'm saying? I mean, that's the thing, you guys. Sometimes we make ourselves look foolish coming out in front of cameras, especially with the limelight that certain people have, certain fighters have. You know, celebrity status these fighters have. Star status, whatever you want to call it. And they come out and say things a little bit too much. They come out and come out on any platform and say a little bit too much. You see? And I personally think that it's not the best idea for T.O. Check this out, guys. I mean, it's not the best idea for T.O. to come out and say he's going to be a free agent soon. Because he's already saying it. He's already saying it. What do you think Bob is doing? Oh my gosh, dude. He has 3 more years. I repeat, he has 3 more years in the contract with Top Rank. 3 more years. Bob is doing his homework. He doesn't even have to. Bob doesn't even have to do his freaking homework. He has too many years in the game. He knows what he's gonna do. And T.O. shouldn't be coming out and saying these things, man. You know what, guys? I don't know, man. T.O. shouldn't come out and say these things. He shouldn't be coming out in interviews and saying, yeah, man, you know, I'm gonna be a free agent soon, so, you know, in other words, screw Bob. I'm paraphrasing, okay? Screw Bob, I don't need him, you know, I don't need him, you know, he's losing, you know, the Top Rank, they're going to be losing their, one of their best fighters, you know. You're speaking too soon, bro. Champ, T.O., you're speaking too soon, man. Don't be coming out and saying these things. I mean, if you're going to make moves, do it on the low, you know what I'm saying? Make your moves on the low. You know, it's not the best thing to come out. And I understand, look at his age, you guys. You got a multi-million-dollar deal with Triller, whatever you want to call it, you know, purse bid, blah, 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 okay? And when you break down the numbers, you see what I'm saying? When you break down the numbers, he's gonna make around 3 point something million. You know, because of the percentage that Bob is taking out, the percentage that, you know, that he has to distribute, you know, out of that 6 million, the percentage that's gonna go to Kambosos, the percentage, I repeat, that's gonna go to Bob. You know, you break down the numbers, it's gonna be around 3. That's even coming out in social media. You see, you guys, I mean, I'm saying, social media nowadays, you guys, it's bringing everything out there. That's why I don't buy when these fighters come out and say, you don't know bleep about boxing. Shut up, fans. Shut up, fans. I don't want to hear you don't know bleep about boxing. That's not true, man. A lot of fight fans know well about the sport of boxing and know the business. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, we're going to see, I'm sure, sooner or later, you guys, what... at least an approximate figure of how much it's going to be for T.O. to buy out of his contract, because he's already coming out in interviews saying he's going to be a free agent soon. He just said it recently. So T.O., that's not a good idea to do that. That's just my humble opinion. Don't come out saying that you're going to be a free agent soon, man. It's not the wisest thing to do that, because Bob doesn't even need to do his, I repeat what I was saying a moment ago, Bob doesn't even need to do his homework. He knows what he's going to do with T.O. He's a freaking lawyer, for crying out loud. Has so many years in the business of the sport. Plus, I said this last week, plus he talked about, okay, when he was talking about the Wilder and Fury thing and the contract there, he said he has one of the best lawyers, man, in the country. Looked over the contract, you know, and backed up Fury, saying, you know what, Fury doesn't have any contractual obligation to fight Wilder in the trilogy. So why do I say this? Bob knows what the heck he's doing. And T.O., with his age, his success, multi-million-dollar money maker, whatever you want to call it, he's speaking too soon, man. I think that's the best thing for him to do. Don't be coming out and saying these things. It's too late now. It's too late now. T.O.'s coming out, I repeat, he just came out and said in an interview he's going to be a free agent soon. He's already telling Bob what he's going to do. And Bob very well knows what he's gonna do. Bob knows what Bob is gonna do with Tio. I repeat, 3 more years for Top. He has 3 more years in the contract under Top Rank. Bob is gonna ask for a pretty penny for Tio to buy out. And what Bruce is saying is true, though. That's good point, Bruce. That with the help of Trilla, and I remember I mentioned this in my last Flash Live concerning this when we were talking about this, before Tio even said he was gonna be a free agent soon. With the help, Brusco says here, with the help of Triller, Tio could buy out his contract. That's a good point, bro. Triller can help him. And in that same interview, and let's get further into this, in that same interview, Teofimo said that, after, when he's a free agent, soon, he said something along the lines of soon he's going to be a free agent, he'll have more options as far as fighting a fighter under the zone, fighting under, whatever other platforms are out there. You already know them. PBC, blah, blah, blah. It looks promising and better for Teofimo as far as the potential of opponents he can fight. It'll be easier for him to fight Haney now because Haney has that deal with the zone or whatever, with Eddie Hearn, whatever deal he has there. It'll be easier. But will he fight them? I don't know. Will he fight those names we want to see him fight? Ryan Garcia under Golden Boy? I don't know. It's hard to say that right now with the moves and how Teofimo is talking nowadays. Just look at his body language. He thinks he's on cloud 9 now. He thinks he's above the world now. I mean, you still got to fight, bro. You still got to fight these fights that we want to see. So that that's the news I want to talk about. Another news that I want to talk about. And I'm going to chat right now. I'm going to get to the chat. But, Teofimo's coming out already saying he's going to be a free agent soon. That's not the wisest thing to do, bro. You don't do that. Do it on the low, do it behind the scenes. And much less, don't let Bob know right now. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, it is what it is. He can do what he wants. He's an adult. He's a grown guy. He's a grown man. He ain't a kid anymore. So ASAP San says here, I meant the Andy Ruiz versus Andy Ruiz versus Arreola PBC is putting it on pay-per-view. I don't know, bro. Was that a question or are you affirming it? I think it was a question, right? I don't think that's a pay-per-view, bro. No, I don't think so, man. ASAP Sam, I gotta repeat his comment there. He says, I meant the Andy Ruiz versus Arreola PBC is putting it on pay-per-view. I don't know, bro. I don't even think that's worthy of a pay-per-view, man. But Chris Arreola, I think that Andy Ruiz is gonna go in and smash Chris Arreola. I really don't think. You see, that's the thing here. Predictable fights shouldn't be on pay-per-view. You see what I'm saying? I don't think that Andy Ruiz versus Arreola should even be on pay-per-view. So ASAP Sam, are you questioning that? Are you questioning that, or are you affirming it? I'm not really sure. I'm not sure if they came out with that information yet. So let me get to the comments here. So I'll get to comments, no doubt, bro. Some people, Big Lake Show says, some people bought the Canelo fight. Yeah, bro. That's the thing. And I'm sure there was I don't know. We'll see if the numbers come out, if they're going to push the numbers with the Canelo and Yildirim fight. I'm curious to see how many people bought that. I'm curious. I'm just curious. I'm not going to say, but that definitely wasn't. I am going to say this. Canelo Yildirim was definitely not worth pay-per-view. That was definitely not. ASAP Sam says here, my DAZN yearly subscription took care of that Canelo fight. That's great, bro. That's good, bro. Good. That's great, ASAP. Definitely, man. You didn't have to pay that, $50 or whatever to see a Canelo fight a punching bag, which a lot of people say, right? And I know it's kind of weird if I say it like this, but I say it with all due respect. You know what? Yildirim was just going in there to take care of his family. You know what I'm saying? Hats off to Yildirim. I'm not trying to downsize Yildirim or make him less than what he is. He's a fighter. You know what I'm saying? And he just went in there to pay for his family, man, to help out his family, to make a living. And I get it, but it just makes Canelo look a lot worse. Choosing an opponent like that. But y'all know the story. Brusco says here, L-Dub is an asset to our community. Definitely, man. L-Dub is family right there, man. Definitely. ASAP San says, why are all these fighters getting 1 fight a year while Canelo gets 3 to 4 fights? That's 3 to 4 checks. That's the thing, bro. ASAP Sam, you're right, man. You're right. And that's the thing about Canelo. It's like a double-edged sword with Canelo. It's a double-edged sword. You got a multitude of people in the fight community, you know what I'm saying, that want to see Canelo fight the names that we want to see him fight against. And I'm one of those people. I want to see Canelo fight the top competition. And I'm not talking about top competition fielding because he had a freaking belt. And we know the story, ladies and gentlemen. We know the story. And I've said it time and time again that a fighter who has a belt, it doesn't mean that they're top competition, okay? Just because a fighter has a belt doesn't mean they're always top competition. Some fighters who have belts are definitely top competition. Are definitely top competition. But then again, there are fighters who have belts that are not necessarily top competition. You know, you talk about Rocky Fielding. He was not freaking top competition, man. You know, there's nothing to debate there. You see what I'm saying? And at the same time, okay, ASAP Sam, what ASAP Sam is saying here. I got to repeat what ASAP Sam said here. Why are all these fighters getting 1 fight a year while Canelo gets 3 to 4 fights? That's 3 to 4 checks. That's facts, ASAP Sam. That's facts, bro. I'm not, you see, it's a double-edged sword with Canelo, because a lot of people criticize, and I'm one of them. I'm not saying I ain't, all right? I'm not saying I'm not. I criticize Canelo when he chose Yildirim because it's facts. He chose him. He chose him once Benavidez was stripped of the title. You already know the story, okay? So it's a double-edged sword with Canelo, because a lot of people can say, well, you know, he's not fighting the fights that we want to see, the fighters, but at the same time, he's shooting for 3. But it's not even set in stone yet, okay? We got to understand that too, though, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, it's not even set in stone yet. We don't even know if Canelo's going to really do the 4 fights yet. I think he is, which is great. Because ASAP Sam, that's facts, bro. I cannot debate that. You see what I'm saying? I don't debate that. Canelo, he's going to be very active. And how many of these fighters, ladies and gentlemen, let's be 100. How many of these top-notch fighters, top-notch competition fighters out there, you know the names already, guys. How many of them are fighting 3 to 4 times a year? None of them. None of them. None of them. You see, I mean, we got to be factual here, guys. They're fighting twice a year max. And I think that's sad. And Canelo, to a certain extent, I'm not saying 100% no, to a certain extent, he's setting the example for a lot of these fighters. We see fighters who are fighting 3 to 4 times a year. We see it with the prospects, not with champs, not with those who are up there in the rankings. We see it with prospects. And Canelo, I mean, I respect him with that, for that, man. He's going to fight. If he really does fight 4 times a year, and if he does fight Billy Joe Saunders, which I'm sure he is, okay, Caleb Plant after that, and then hopefully he fights Benavidez after that, or one of the names, you already know the names, guys. Charlo, you know, Andrade, I mean, Andrade, I already made a video on him. It's called Wasted Talent or something like that. Wasted Talent or something like that. Andrade, we can forget about Andrade, ladies and gentlemen. It's sad, but it's almost true. Just forget about Demetrius Andrade. Because if I'm not mistaken, last I heard, Andrade versus, who's that guy? Liam Williams or something like that. One of the Liam guys, Williams, is going to go out for purse bid. Liam Williams? Or I don't know what the heck. Williams, some guy Liam, I don't know. He's going to fight. That's set for Andrade next. Andrade's not going to fight Canelo, you guys. Let's just be honest here. So ASAP, I mean, that's the double-edged sword. You see what I'm saying? And this is for the whole boxing community, all of us. It's a double-edged sword, because a lot of people criticize Canelo for the fights that he's having, and I'm one of them. I'm one of them. But at the same time, if he fights 4 times a year this year, and if he fights, you know, these names, Billy Joe Saunders, okay, I get it. You know, it's a decent fight, okay? And if he fights Caleb Plant, okay. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully after that, it's one of those other names that we want to see. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? You see what I mean? Let me get to the chat. Let's continue the chat here, man. I love it, man. You guys are awesome. You guys are jumping in. Yeah, Chen Smoke, May 22nd. Definitely. Got to remember that date. Exactly. I repeat, for those who jumped in just recently, I see you, Cursor. Cursor's in the building, man. Family, Cursor's in the building. What's up, Cursor? How you doing, bro? Hope you're doing great, man. You guys are awesome. I repeat, Josh Taylor versus Jose Ramirez, fresh news, May 22nd. Definitely put that on your calendars. Put that in your digital calendars and your cell phones or whatever, right? Write it down in your agenda, definitely. So let me get back here to the chat. We got ASAP Sam continuing. People will lose interest in Teofimo if he keeps fighting more. That's the thing, ASAP. Let's get back to Teo. So let me repeat what ASAP's saying here. I didn't even read it all because I love it. I love what you guys say here. People will lose interest in Teofimo if he keeps fighting more Camposos after this fight. More Camposos fighters, exactly. Camposos type level fighters after this fight, regardless if he if he would Triller or Top Rank. Facts, ASAP. And that's what I wanted to get to for my next point with Teofimo. So let me just repeat it. Teofimo's coming out saying that he's going to be a free agent soon. He's talking about soon. So he's already going out there saying he's going to be a free agent soon. You see, yeah, I'm sure he's going to buy out the contract sooner or later. Sooner than later. Let me repeat that. Sooner than later, he's going to buy out the contract, according to what Teo's saying. I can't even trust what Teo's saying nowadays. Now, I'm not too confident. I don't know why, but I know why, but I'm not too confident that Teofimo is going to go out there and fight these names. That's another name, ladies and gentlemen. Teofimo. I don't think he's going to go out there, even if he's a free agent. I don't think he's going to go fight Haney. I don't think he's going to go fight Ryan Garcia. I don't think he's going to go fight Tank Davis. You know, throw out the names out there. I'm not sure if he's going to fight these guys, man. And that's another sad cause right there. Another sad situation, man. ASAP San continues to say here, Teofimo definitely not getting the winner of Taylor versus Ramirez with Top Rank beef. Man, and that's going to make Teofimo look worse. And then a lot of people are going to come out and say he's another Ryan Garcia. My gosh, ladies and gentlemen. If he doesn't go out, I mean, that's what I'm saying, man. I don't know about Teofimo right now, ladies and gentlemen. Bruce Ghost says here, this is the way it is, and the people in the spotlight must realize this. Everything said will be repeated. Facts, Bruce Ghost. These guys can't escape anymore. And I've been saying this, that, you know what? These fighters that are coming out saying a little bit too much in front of the cameras every day, and these freaking, and I'm not just speaking about the fighter, these freaking promoters that are out there that want to be stars, you know what I'm saying, that want to be celebrities now, it's just nonsense. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I get it. I mean, they're trying to market their fighters, but they're marketing themselves more than their freaking fighters. Stop putting your noses in front of the camera so much. I can't even find the word, man. I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? And that's facts, Bruce goes. Let me repeat what he said. He said, this is the way it is, and the people in the spotlight must realize this. Exactly. Everything said will be repeated. Exactly. Everything said will be repeated, even though they want to erase it. Every post on Twitter will be recorded. Everything you do and say will be, held in the court of law, or will be, you know what I'm saying, in the virtual court of law. You know what I mean? William Old School, what's going on, family? Hey, thanks so much for jumping in the building. I see you in Blue Blood in the community, man. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for jumping in. And I repeat and I reiterate, man, this is a platform for all the new listeners, all the new subscribers, you know what I'm saying? Those who are tuning in for the first time. Platform, Renee Boxon, simply speak, discuss, critique, and analyze the sport of boxing in a mature fashion. It's all love here, you know what I'm saying? And William, thanks so much for jumping in, man. It's awesome. It's an honor to have you guys, all you guys who are jumping in the building. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. So let's continue here in the chat, man. ASAP, oh my gosh, you guys are jumping in the chat, man. I get lost here, man. So we got here in the chat, ASAP Sam saying here, the question is, will Teofimo fight those other top guys, or will he keep protecting his titles? That's the thing here. This is what I see happening with Teofimo Lopez. I repeat, I reiterate. The fresh news that we're talking about with Teofimo Lopez is, the reason why we're talking about this is because he came out in an interview just recently saying that he's going to be a free agent soon. That he's going to be a free agent soon, okay? So this, the way I see Teofimo right now, and what ASAP San is saying here, the question is, will Teofimo fight those other top guys, or will he keep protecting his titles? I think that he's not going to fight these top guys. If he does, great. Prove us wrong. I don't care if I'm wrong. I'm one of those kinds of guys, and it's a unique thing that I say, which other people aren't really saying it. It's great if I'm wrong. I don't care, because if I'm wrong, that means better things are going to happen in the sport of boxing. You see? You see what I'm saying? I don't care if I'm wrong. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Okay? Fighters, prove me wrong. I just posted a video out with Ryan about Lomachenko and this whole Twitter thing, and I talked about Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia, prove me wrong. You see what I'm saying? Prove us wrong. If we're proven wrong, that means that great things are going to happen in the sport. Greater things are going to happen in the sport of boxing. Big Leg Show says here, some people that bought that Canelo pay-per-view will question Clarissa. Man. I think you're right, Big Lake Show. I think you're right. I just got another notification here. Oh. Man, y'all gotta go subscribe to L Dub. Man, L Dub, you're awesome, bro. I really appreciate you. Shouts out once again to L Dub. Hey guys, these messages keep coming in, man. This news just, and you know what, man? Let me say something here. I gotta say something. Please listen to me. I do unique things on this platform. I'm not gonna say my sources. Man, my sources are your sources. I'm not trying to sit here and say I'm someone special and I got special inside information from the FBI. You know what I'm saying? Let me drink some water. I say it time and time again here, guys. This is our platform. I've said it time and time. This is our platform. We are family. If we're family, then I'm sharing what I got with you guys. You see? L-Dub, man, I'm sharing you my sources. Go subscribe to him and you'll have them sources too. You know what I'm saying? You'll have that source of information. I'm not gonna sit here and try to act like someone special and say, oh, my sources say this, and I'm not gonna reveal to you my sources. I'm gonna tell you my sources. Go subscribe to L-Dub, man. He's family right there. He just sent me something else, guys. Check this out. Check this out. Listen. Charlo and Triple G are in talks for a home 2 fight unification series. 1 fight on PBC and fight on DAZN. Let's get it. Whoa, Charlo and Triple G. Okay, it's news, it's fresh, but Triple G is gonna get his face smashed in by Charlo. I mean, okay, this is something else I gotta say here, guys. Listen, please. Why the heck are people talking about a Canelo and Triple G trilogy? Who cares? I mean, Triple G is gonna get smashed. Triple G, that's big news though, L-Dub. Thanks so much. But Triple G right now, at his age, and he is way out of it. Triple G is gonna get, I mean, it would be interesting to watch, so I'm not saying it ain't. If this happens, guys, you know, this fresh news we just got from L-Dub family over there. Charlo and Triple G are in talks of a 2-fight deal? Let me reread that. I'm gonna reread that again. It says Charlo, excuse me. Charlo and Triple G are in talks. I gotta read it slowly. So, you know what I'm saying? I gotta read it slowly here. Charlo and Triple G are in talks for a home 2-fight unification. Whoa. 1 fight on PBC and fight on DAZN. Let's get it. So that's, I'm sure that's Jermall Charlo, right? That's Jermall Charlo because it's not for Jamel. Jamel's at 154. So yeah, that has to be Jermall. I mean, that's Triple G. You see, that's the thing. Reporters, when they interview Canelo, and this all goes connected, okay? These reporters come out and they always ask Canelo in these foolish posts that they put on social media, oh, Canelo and Triple G trilogy, who wins? What the heck kind of question is that? We know who's gonna win, man. I mean, that's just my humble opinion, okay? I think Canelo will knock out Triple G in a trilogy. Who the heck cares? And you know what? I'm gonna come out and say it. I think this is gonna happen. 4th fight, if Canelo fights 4 times a year, it's probably going to be against Triple G. They're going to squeeze a Triple G fight in there, a trilogy, guys. Canelo's going to come in and smash him. And Canelo's going to get a lot more criticism with the type of fighters he's been fighting. But like I said, if he goes out and fights Billy Joe Saunders and Caleb Plant, okay, cool. But I don't want to see him fight Triple G. Who cares, man? Canelo's going to fight. He's going to smash this guy. He's going to smash Triple G. Triple G should have retired a while ago. I mean, that's just my humble opinion, man. I'm sorry. Sometimes I go on those little rants, but it's just things I've been saying on my platform. See what I'm saying? We got Big Lake Show saying here, same people that, yeah, okay, we read that. Okay, let me get Soccer Train Club says, thoughts, Renee. Is Teofimo trying too hard to be the next Mayweather? You know, I don't know, man. It's possible. It's a big possibility, bro. Soccer Training Club. It's a big possibility. Teofimo, and I've said it before, just look at his body language ever since he beat Lomachenko. Look at how he talks when he goes on Instagram Live, the way he shrugs his shoulders, the way he moves his body. He's trying to act too much like he's a hot shot, man. I mean, I love Teofimo, man. Don't think I'm you see what I'm saying? Okay, I gotta go back a little bit. Teofimo Sr. has commented on one of my videos, okay? Teofimo Sr., shouts out to Teofimo and his family, man. Shouts out to Teofimo Jr. I'm not sitting here hating, okay? I don't do that. I mean, if nobody knows that by now on my platform, then you don't know what I represent here. Y'all don't know what I represent. I just speak in a humble opinion, okay? As a fight fan, that's all I do. So if Teofimo Sr. is listening, or you could, because he has listened to my platform, he has criticized me and what I say, which is fine, man. It's all good. I love hearing from the perspective of a coach and trainer. You know what I'm saying? So when I say this, I'm just speaking as a humble, fan. That's all it is. So getting back to what I was saying with Tio, the way, his body language, the way he speaks and his voice, when we, like I said, guys, I work in a field where I have to study, students. I study their psyche to a certain extent. I study their body language. I have to do that. It's part of my job, man. It's part of my profession, and I love doing it. It's great. I learn so much about people. You know what I'm saying? You can learn a lot from someone by studying their body language, analyzing it, observing it, their eyes, their voice intonation. And that's what leads me to conclude that, to answer Soccer Training Club here, that Teofimo is like, he's acting like a hot shot, man. Ever since he beat Lomachenko, seems like he's acting like he's untouchable. The way he shrugs his shoulders, the way he moves about, the way he talks on social media, on IG, it just seems like that, Soccer Training Club. I don't know if he's trying to be the next Mayweather, but he's just trying to be a little bit too much of someone he's not just yet. Maybe I can put it that way. If you're not going to fight these, and this goes for all fighters. Not just picking on Teofimo here. If you're not going to fight these names that are real tough, that are legitimate competition, then stop acting like what you're not. You see what I'm saying? And I kind of see Teofimo like that. But hey, like I said, prove it wrong. Prove me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he will. Hopefully he'll come out after Kambosos, become a free agent, because he said that recently. It's part of this live show that we're talking about, saying that he's going to be a free agent. When he becomes free agent, go fight Haney. Comes free agent, go fight Tank Davis. Awesome. Even if he lost, man, hats off to Teofimo. Then, he would get a lot more respect from the community. And I'm not talking about man fans as community. I don't really, you know what I'm saying? Talking about legitimate, honest boxing fans who love the sport of boxing. That's what it's about here, definitely, man. All day. Soccer Training Club continues to say, not from a boxing standpoint, just advertising himself. Maybe Soccer Training Club. Interesting point you're saying there. It could be, bro. Yeah, not from. Okay, I didn't read that next comment. That's why I was just exhaustifying my answer to your first question, bro. So not from a boxing standpoint, just advertising himself. It could be, bro. But then again, I posted this recently, talked about it in my last video, that sometimes these fighters take it too far when it comes to marketing. That's the problem. That's the problem with these fighters, that stick their nose in front of the camera a little bit too much. They say too much and they don't back up everything they're saying. That's the problem with marketing. That's where it goes wrong with these fighters trying to be superstars overnight via social media. That's the problem. They say a little bit too much. They run their jaws off a little bit too much. They blab away too much. They go for the stars and shoot for the stars when they really obtain what's on the earth. You see what I'm saying? When they really obtain just the dust from the earth. Example, Ryan Garcia. He's shooting for the stars going for Pacquiao. What the heck were you thinking, bro? Fight your way to the top. Fight your way to the freaking top like boxing was supposed to be. Like boxing is originally what boxing originally represents and stands for. That's where it goes wrong. Where these fighters come out and quote unquote try to market themselves, shoot for the stars, and they're getting birds that are flying in the air. They're shooting for the stars, but they're catching birds that are flying in the air. Speaking from a figurative, whatever metaphorical standpoint. You see what I'm saying? And Ryan Garcia is a perfect example of it. And I hope Teofimo doesn't become like that. But it looks like he's going down that road. And that's where, I repeat, fighters take it too far. They run their mouths off, even these freaking promoters, running their mouths off, putting these stupid posts. Oh, who do you think wins between so-and-so? And you don't even see the freaking fight. You never see it. Just shut up, promoters. Just cool it. You see what I'm saying? That's where they take it too far. That's where marketing becomes lies. And that's not effective marketing. I'm not even a business guy, okay? But it's common sense. Effective marketing is where you promote a product and advertise a freaking product and gives you those results that they're marketing. That's that. Okay, if Coca-Cola is gonna come out and advertise how good their freaking Coke is, their soda is, and it's trash when you taste it, no one's gonna buy that stuff. You see? Why do we think that Coca-Cola is such a successful product? It's because it's great. It tastes so good. I love drinking Coca-Cola. You know what I mean? I love drinking Coca-Cola when I eat a nice steak. You know, it goes down perfect with that soda. I love it when I drink, Coca-Cola with some albóndigas down here in Mexico. With some tamales, man. Heck yeah. Because it's a great product. They deliver. And that's where these fighters take it too far. I gotta repeat it. These fighters and promoters take it too far when they advertise and market lies. My gosh, dude. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, but I gotta continue here in the chat. I love it. I go off of what you guys say, man. I love it. Canelo is Bruce Goes family says Canelo is the golden ticked. Canelo is the golden ticket and the line forms for a fight with him. Right. He's the golden ticket. That's facts, bro. That's facts. Let me continue here in the chat, okay? You guys are awesome, man. You guys are chatting away here. I love it. And that's I love to do that. I love to hear what you guys say. I love to go off what you guys say here. So we got here ASAP Sam. I'm sorry, we read that. We got here Bruce Go saying this is the way it is, and the people in the spotlight must realize. Oh, I already read that. I went up a little bit. So let me continue here in the chat. Bear with me, family. Cursor saying here, I'm all right at work, tuning in, fam. Hope everybody having a great day, man. I appreciate you jumping in, man. You're awesome, bro. I don't trust anything Tio says, man. He wishy-washy. Facts, Cursor. And that's the problem. Toby is in the building. Salute to the UK, man. Toby Bartlett, man. He's awesome. Toby, hope your mom's doing great, bro. Hope your family's doing great over there in the UK, man. This is worldwide. This is global, this platform. Man, we're incrementally growing. I really appreciate each and every one. You guys are awesome, man. So Cursor says here, I don't trust. Yeah. And that's what I'm kind of inclining towards, unfortunately. The more Tio talks, seems like the less I believe this guy now, man. Seems like the less I believe this guy. And I repeat, that's part of the news that we're talking about today in this Flash Live, that he's saying he's going to be a free agent soon. So, I don't know, man. He's speaking a little bit too soon, man. It's not wise to be blabbing out so many things. Blabbing out your business to social media, to interviews. I don't care what platform it is. You know, see what I'm saying? It's not wise to do that, especially saying that you're going to leave Top Rank soon now. Now you're saying you're going to be a free agent soon. You think Bob's not stupid, guys. I mean, you see what I'm saying? Bob Arum is not a dumb guy. He's an intelligent guy, even though he robs his fighters. That's another point I want to talk about now. Okay? And I've been saying it time and time again. I just haven't gotten around to it. Let's just throw it out right now. And I wanted to make a video on it, make a nice video, make it a little nicer, whatever. But I want to do it now. Shakur Stevenson, and I saw this on the chat somewhere soon. I don't remember which chat. I don't remember which session it was when we were breaking these things down when it comes to Teofimo and this whole situation with Top Rank and stuff like that. Somebody, I don't remember. I think it was Eric R. Family. Eric R. He constantly jumps in the chats. I think it was him who said it. I don't remember who said it, but he said, and it was a video I wanted to post out for a while. I just haven't gotten around to it, so I want to talk to it about it right now. Shakur Stevenson is next, man. I'm almost positive he's next to get robbed and to be limited of his potential under Bob Arum. Too many names, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Too many names that Bob has limited, historically speaking, has limited their potential in the sport of boxing under Bob Arum and in Top Rank. And I think Shakur Stevenson, I hope I'm wrong, I think Shakur Stevenson's next. He's already, listen, ladies and gentlemen, Shakur Stevenson already has posted in social media why he's not getting these fights, why he's not getting these fighters that he wants to fight. And I think a lot has to do with Bob Arum. Okay? Shakur Stevenson's next, ladies and gentlemen. Teofimo is reading between the lines already with Top Rank. And I don't even know. But that's his business. I don't know, man. That's his business. But that's a long time to be under Top Rank, man. Signing? Okay, so Teofimo, when did Teofimo sign to Top Rank? I don't know. He's been under Top Rank for a while, and he still has 3 more years. So Shakur Stevenson with his talent, you know what I mean? How long is it going to be under Top Rank? How long is his contract under Top Rank for? I don't know. But I hope it's soon. I hope his contract is up soon. Because if not, Shakur Stevenson is going to be another limited talent, ladies and gentlemen. But there's hope. There's hope in this. Why? Because the couple fighters that I want to see him fight, that the community wants to see Shakur Stevenson fight, are under Top Rank. That's the good news on all. That's the good news in all this, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? Oscar Valdez is one of those guys. But speaking from a global viewpoint and generally speaking in Shakur Stevenson's future and his career in the sport of boxing, I think that he's going to be another one of those guys that's going to limit Shakur Stevenson. And Shakur Stevenson better be ready for this. And Shakur Stevenson better be making plans as of now. And leaving Bob, man. And leaving Bob. And I say this with pain in my heart because Shakur Stevenson is an amazing talent. Potential. You already know the story. I don't got to get into the numbers and his career and blah, blah, blah. Former Olympian, blah, blah, blah. You already know it. But that's something I wanted to say this on this platform and make it clear that I think Shakur Stevenson is going to be one of the next fighters that's going to have limited potential if he sticks with Bob Arum. And I think that's what we're going to see next. Because he's been saying it in Twitter lately. What I mean by lately is since months ago. Saying, hey, I don't know why, man, these fighters, man, I need a big fight. I'm not getting a big fight. Shakur's already complaining. Shakur's already been complaining on Twitter, social media, ladies and gentlemen, that why he's not getting one of these big fights. He's already complaining. And that's why I said that I've been wanting to make a video. I just haven't gotten around to it. A video, and I'm just throwing it out there now. I think that Shakur Stevenson is going to be limited under Bob Arum. He better get the heck out or do something, man. Shakur Stevenson. I don't know how long he's under that contract for, but he better see the writing on the freaking wall, man. Bud Crawford and his team, you already know the story there. And you already know the names. I don't have to go back. I mean, okay, let's say the names. Okay, Bud, okay? He's an example. He's being an example right now for all these other fighters and what they shouldn't do and sticking to Bob Arum, man. Okay? Teofimo is being he's another example right now too. Okay? Teofimo. And he's probably going to soon leave Top Rank. Great. Mikey Garcia just came out on a rant on social media. You already know the story with Mikey Garcia saying screw Bob, and he explained why. Okay? Oscar De La Hoya left him. You already know the story there. Manny Pacquiao left him. You already know the story there. Mayweather left him. You already know the story there. Andy Ruiz left him. You already know the story there. Cotto left him. You already know. Oh my gosh. Shakur, man. I hope he's not. I hope he takes his notes. I hope he does his homework. It's gonna be a sad situation if Shakur Stevenson stays under Bob Arum, man. Bob Arum is doing his fighters wrong, man. Man. Let me continue here in the chat. We got Bruce Ghost saying here, Andrade Smith is going down in Providence, April. Oh yeah, Liam Smith. Okay, man, we got. Man, oh my gosh, man, so much news in this live. My gosh, Brusco is saying Demetrius Andrade versus Liam Smith is going down in Providence, April 17th. Oh my gosh, dude. You see what I was saying earlier? This was before I read that, chat, okay? This is before I read that. I said earlier, last I heard, Andrade versus Liam Smith was up for purse bid. So that's most likely going to be Andrade's next opponent, Liam Smith. After this, Andrade, just do us a favor and retire, man. I'm sorry, man. Just Andrade, yeah, I don't know about Andrade. So we got here Cursor saying the virtual law of public the virtual, yep. Anything you do or say will be held under, the virtual law of public perception. Facts, man. ASAP Sam continues to say here, Canelo is making a killing with 8-figure. Okay, that's the thing, ASAP Sam. And these fighters gotta do what Canelo's doing. Maybe not in fighting these fighters that we don't want to see, but being active. Being active. We've been saying it for so much time here. We've been saying it time and time again here on this platform. Being active. We're sick and tired of these fighters fighting once a year, twice a year. You fight once, you get the bag, and you disappear, and no one hears about you. And the only thing that we hear about is you bragging about your mansion and bragging about your car and bragging about how much money. We can care less about that. I mean, I get it. That's great. You're making money and taking care of your family. We want that, though. We want that. That's great for you. But what we want to see as boxing fans is you being active and fighting these fighters. And ASAP Sam, that's facts, ASAP Sam. These fighters better get their head in the game and start fighting more. And hey, the more you fight, the more money you make. That's great. And fight these names we want to see. You know what I'm saying? We got here, let me get to the chat here again. Man, you guys are awesome. You guys are jumping in here, man. So we got, hey, is L-Dub in the building? I don't know what, people are shouting out L-Dub. I don't know if he's here, but hey, shouts out to L-Dub all day. That's when Ben's shouting him out. Family right there, man. So we got here, Kangaroo Jack. Okay, Kangaroo Jack, I haven't seen you before. Thanks so much for jumping in, Kangaroo Jack. First time, like I said, man, for the first timers, for the first viewers, you know what I'm saying, recent subscribers, this is a platform where we simply discuss, critique, analyze, and talk about the sport of boxing in a level-headed, mature fashion. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's all love here, man. Kangaroo Jack, thanks so much for jumping in. Go ahead and subscribe, Kangaroo Jack. Go ahead and share this, man. Kangaroo Jack, let me tell you guys, and let me tell everybody here who's been tuning in, and those who are recent here, you don't have to worry about cursing here. You don't have to tell your kids, hey, get out of here, go play in the backyard. I'm gonna go listen to this. Get out of the room. You ain't gotta worry about it. We don't do no vulgar language here, man. We don't do that crazy stuff here, man. We're good here. We're clean here, so you don't gotta worry about that, right? Kangaroo Jack asks, who have you got for the Fury versus AJ? But that's a problem, Kangaroo Jack. I don't think it's gonna happen, bro. You see what I'm saying? That's the problem. And we're breaking that down earlier. I mean, that's what we want to see, Kangaroo Jack. I would love to see that fight, but I don't think it's going to happen, okay? But, just to answer your question, though, fam. I'm going for AJ, man. I'm going for AJ in that fight. I'm going for AJ. I know Fury, he has skills, and I'm not going to deny that. I don't deny that. I've said it. I mean, like I said, those who don't know the platform here, I don't take that away from Fury. You know what I'm saying? Even though there's a lot of controversy behind him, okay? I just see what I see in the ring, okay? And I don't get into those details because, other platforms do that amazingly. You know what I'm saying? So, but as far as skills and what I see in the ring, I'm going for AJ. It's going to be tough, though. It's a close fight. It's a really close fight, man. So, interesting question, man. Toby continues to say, Reis versus Arreola on pay-per-view. Crazy, in my opinion. It is. I don't know if that's official, though, Toby. I don't know if that's true yet, okay? Ruiz versus Arreola is very fresh and premature. I don't know if it's even official. From what I understand, I think it is official, the fight at least. But I don't know if it's gonna be on pay-per-view, man. It shouldn't be, in my humble opinion, man. Chen Smoke says here, Shakur is a big part of the future of boxing. Let's hope he doesn't get held back. That's the thing, Chen Smoke. And something I've been wanting to say, for a while now. I think that, if Shakur sticks to Bob, man, he's gonna be limited, and this is gonna be. I reiterate, he's been saying it already on social media, man, why he ain't getting them big fights out there. He's already saying it. I can go back to his Twitter and find it, but it was a while ago he's been saying this. So you're already seeing it with Shakur, man. Cursor says here, Bob ain't never gonna let Shakur fight Valdez, bro. Man, Cursor, man, please don't say that, man. You see? Or maybe it's the other way around, Cursor. Maybe he won't let Valdez fight Shakur. But, if we don't see this fight, man. Valdez, okay, watch. I didn't want to say this much, but Valdez just had an interview, okay? I think it was with this Max Kellerman guy, okay? If I'm not mistaken, he had an interview with Max Kellerman just recently, And Oscar Valdez says, I don't duck anyone. I'm not scared of these fighters. If Shakur wants it, we'll fight. He said, if the fans want it, let's fight. Let's fight. If Bob doesn't make this fight happen, man, my gosh, man, these fighters got to read the writing on the freaking wall with Bob, man. D Hodges in the building. What's going on, D Hodges? What's going on, family? Man, what's going on, family? How you doing, Toby? I said Toby. D Hodges. What's going on, D Hodges? Everybody, how you guys doing? You already know, man. You guys are awesome. Thanks, guys, for jumping in, man. Chen Smoke says here, it's more than crazy, Toby. That isn't. Yeah, I don't know. I think was it Soccer Training Club that asked that about pay-per-view, if that was gonna. I don't think it's gonna be pay-per-view, man. I mean, if it is, I don't know what the heck. I don't know what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? Toby says here, laughing out loud, I did want to word it stronger. Yeah. Hey, bro. You know the thing here. Yeah. If you guys word things how you want, I understand. I'm not gonna block you guys, and you already know how it is. Just as far as me, when it comes to like being a clean platform, I'm just speaking on my side. You know what I'm saying? If you text something there, I understand, man. It's all good. I understand. But hey, I appreciate you guys, respecting that. It's all good. It's all good. So we got here ASAP San saying here. I was searching on when Shakur's contract ends, but didn't find anything. So maybe your sources can find out. Man, if anybody here listening has an idea on how long is, what is the deal with Shakur's contract under Top Rank, please let us know, because if he has a long contract with Bob, that's not good. That's not a good sign. That's a bad sign. And Shakur, I repeat, Shakur has to do his homework. These young fighters got to do their homework, ladies and gentlemen. And this goes generally speaking with all these young fighters. I mean, you just go, look at Ryan Garcia, you guys. He was complaining time and time again. And what did he do? He re-signed. He extended his contract to Oscar. And then he complained again after he re-signed. What is it with these young fighters, man? What is it with these young fighters' teams? I'm not just blaming the young fighters. Look at their teams. Who's around them? It looks like some people aren't doing their homework in these guys' teams, guys. It looks like, these young fighters' teams aren't doing their homework. I don't get it. I don't get it with these fighters, man, and their teams. I'm not just saying the fighter, their teams. The people who are around them. It seems like they're not seeing the writing on the wall, and they're not doing their homework with history. And when I say history, I'm not talking about 100 years ago, you know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about like 50 years ago. No, I'm talking about these names, the list of names we just talked about under Top Rank. These guys got to do their homework, man. They got to do their homework, because it's to their own detriment in the future. They're shooting themselves in the feet if they're sticking to these people who are doing them wrong. You know what I'm saying? We got Cursor saying here, we need that Valdez Shakur fight. Why do I see Triller throwing on a cape and coming in handy? Exactly, for that fight for both. Laughing, yep. Triller just needs to start taking all, but that's the thing here. You know what, Cursor? That's the thing. You got Snoop Dogg there. He wants to do something called Fight Club in Triller. You got Mike Tyson. He's a good head in the game in Triller. Okay? Triller is probably going to do that. Triller, or I can at least say it like this. Triller has the potential. Triller has the potential to really put on good fights. Triller, it looks like to me, is kind of like what DAZN tried to do when they had when they had the attempt of the quote-unquote American takeover America, whatever the heck they said. When they tried to push pay-per-view is dead. Okay? Triller has the potential. It looks like Triller is trying to do what DAZN messed up on. I'm not saying to kill pay-per-view. No, I'm not saying to take over America. Maybe. But it looks like Triller is coming in and trying to do what DAZN tried to do. You see what I'm saying? But I reiterate, Triller just came out and said, the owner, CEO, whatever the heck, right? Said that they're not trying to compete with promoters. So I don't know, man. They have the potential to do it though. Triller has the potential to come in and really make some great moves for the sport of boxing. In the perspective of putting on great fights, throwing those purses out there for great potential fights, like what we just said, like family just said right now, Shakur and Oscar, they can come in and do that. They can come in and pay these fighters an amazing purse bid or purse or whatever you want to call it, and put that in a fight and an event. Triller has if Triller listens to these platforms and listens to the boxing community and what fight fans really want, Triller has the potential to do this. And it would be amazing to see this, man. That's great. That's great. Put on the show. Put on the concerts. I can care less about all that stuff that Triller does. But hey, do it. If that means that we'll see these great fights that we want to see, and you do those concerts, you put these foolish YouTuber fights, that's fine. Do it. But also put these great fights that we want to see. Triller can do it. They have the potential to do it. And I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I wouldn't frown too much upon Triller if they did that. For example, if Oscar versus this is an example. If Oscar versus Shakur happens, okay? Oscar Valdez versus Shakur in a co-main event or whatever. And in the undercard or right before an Oscar versus Shakur fight, they put on a foolish YouTuber fight that I can care less about. Logan Paul versus Messi, whatever that soccer guy's name is. I don't watch soccer, sorry. that famous Messi guy, okay? Sorry, man, I don't like soccer, man. It's a boring sport to me. But hey, if you like it, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? If they did that, but in the same event we see Oscar Valdez versus Shakur, heck yeah, that would be cool. Because they're putting on a fight that we want to see. You see what I'm saying? That would be cool. Triller has the potential to do that. And they have so much potential to pull in so many, you know what I'm saying? And get so many buys and clients, whatever you want to call it, right? Revenue. If they put on these fights, man. It would be so awesome to, have them also. Now they got Teofimo in their palms of their hands now. After Kambosos, Teofimo versus Haney. Put them on a co-main. That would be awesome. You see what I'm saying? Triller has the potential to do that. Let me get to the comments real quick, man. Let me get the comments real fast. We have here ASAP Sam saying, okay, so Cursor continues to say here, the teams aren't like in the shadows. They got to study. That's exactly the thing here. Let me repeat what Cursor's saying here. Sometimes I don't finish it because I get so excited when you guys are saying. Cursor says, the teams aren't like in the shadows. They got to study the team's moves before the fighter. Exactly, man. Exactly, man. Cursor continues to say facts. I just hope they don't take, they had a super startup. That's the thing, man. Triller has the potential to do all this. So, man, we've been going almost for an hour and a half, man. I got to get going, man. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for jumping in the building. I want to continue, but I got some things to do, man. So, you guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for jumping in the building. Stay safe. Like, subscribe, share for any new listeners, man. This is simply a platform where we discuss, critique, analyze, I repeat one more time, and just talk about the sport of boxing in a mature, level-headed fashion, man. You guys are awesome. You guys are family. Feel free to support. Feel free to continue, sharing and doing all that good stuff, man. Renee Boxing, got to get going, man. We had a wonderful Flash Live today. So, tune in. Hopefully, I'll be going live again later this week, but I'll be posting a notification or whatever you want to call it, right? I'll be posting or, planning a live. If I do, you'll see it a day